You want to know the challenger thought process behind a Naafiri player in the jungle? Well, you've come to the right video. Today I'm going to teach you guys. I'm playing Naafiri against Jarvan, and we're starting red buff. We're pathing down because I have an Ahri against Darius top. A bit of a weird lane, but enemy team has double range bot lane. My team has double range bot lane. I always want to path towards the double range lane bot lane. Almost always, especially when we're playing champion like Naafiri. Early game does a lot of damage and snowballs. So what we're gonna do is pretty much when you're playing Naafiri, you kind of want to full clear. There is a chance that after my Raptors, I could invade the enemy red side jungle if their jungler's pathing down. But that's kind of like if the stars align. Jarvan has a pretty fast clear for the type of champion he is. He actually has a very fast clear. A lot of times it doesn't really end up working out. This game, I'm just going to notice that I have a health potion. Kind of messed up my Q there, so I had a bit of a mismanagement there. All good. W before the camp. Always try to just W right before the camp, do as much as you can. I'm looking mid lane here while I don't have any cooldowns. I see that the enemy mid laner used both summoners, so I ping them. And I'm going to make sure that I can try to abuse the fact that Rumble has no flash in the future. Next, I'll go to my Gromp. Always go to your Gromp first, not your blue. And I'm also just keeping in mind that Jarvan is pathing the same direction as me. And yeah, so you guys notice that I have a health potion. When you're playing a champion like Naafiri, where you're kind of down to fight early game, I'm just gonna go for the health potion because I don't need to buy something specific for 900 gold. It's like if you're playing Lilia, you kind of need Faded Ashes. So sometimes you'll have exactly 900 gold. So you don't want to spend the 50 gold on a health potion. It could be detrimental to your first recall. But in this game, see Jarvan here. Jarvan's already here before me, so I just gotta concede. I kind of messed up my clear, so that's okay. I'm just gonna make sure that keep that in mind. Here, I'm kind of trying to cross. Jarvan wants to double crab me, so I'm really like, yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to take as little damage as I can from Rumble, trying to poke me as I go across. But I don't want to give this double crab for free. I'll go for a little trade here. I save my E for the Jarvan EQ. Then I turn around, make sure hit my Q, W again, get the kill. Now I just need to make sure I'm not in range of Rumble one-shotting me. So I'm just gonna keep my distance and then jump into range, get the double kill, instantly go for the crab. Now what you want to think to yourself, challenger jungler right here, like exactly what am I doing after this crab? And there's only one right thing right now, instantly recall. Okay, I'm not gonna move back and forth, I'm not gonna sit in the bush. I'm gonna instantly recall, nobody could stop me. I need to recall ASAP. Here, I think about my purchase. I decided to go for the pickaxe plus double longsword instead of brutalizer, because if I would have went for brutalizer, I would have had like 150, 200 gold that I wouldn't have spent. And I'd rather just get the pure AD right now instead of the extra CDR. Whatever it gives you, it gives you a little lethality too. I'm not sure. Anyway, I go straight to my first camp, which is the Krugs. I pathed from top to bot, so I'm gonna go top to bot again. And here, normally I would tell you guys to never, ever skip, finishing your clear. You can see I kind of need to save my Ahri. He has like 7 minions crashing here, out of mana. I'm gonna make sure that her game is not over by just pushing the wave here with her. And he is looking kind of low. I would like to dive him here, but I gotta keep in mind Jarvan could be here, and my Ahri is just a little bit too low on mana. But maybe I stayed for too long there going for that Q. I don't really know what I was doing. I'm gonna go straight back to finishing the clear. Now I have to keep in mind, since I dedicated that time into helping my top laner, that I'm behind 2 camps. So Jarvan's probably finishing his Raptors, and I'm only starting my Raptors, and he's pathing down, so he's almost on his last camp. So, and as you can see, Ashe used her thing, and Jarvan actually went for my wolves, which is pretty smart by him. So he gets my wolf and Grump. So I get punished 2 camps. for helping my top laner. And that's why generally I wouldn't recommend doing that in your guys' games. When you can't trust your team at all, you definitely should have farmed instead of help your lane. Because you might be helping like a silver player or something. Anyway, I use my time efficiently and go straight for the gank. So I managed to get something. And I was thinking to myself, okay, immediately where can I go? My red buff is spawning. And we kind of need to push this wave. So I'm going to help him push it. He just wants me to push it by myself. Which is actually really good for me. Because this means I get some injection of resources back after everything I lost. And a cannon. And now I see, now since I did that, the crab already spawned. So you always want to go for the crab first, if possible. Just in order of priority. If you have the option between farming your camp, the crab, or the enemy camp, in whatever order you wish, you should always get the enemy camp first, then you should get crab, and then you should get your own camp. So I see that Jarvan ganked bot lane right then on this timer. So I'm thinking to myself, damn, I should have invaded his blue buff. Kind of a big mistake by me that I didn't. But I already eat over the wall and I'm already at my red. So I'm not gonna like double back towards the blue buff because that would be a pretty easy way for me to just get caught and die. So pretty much what I'm thinking to myself right now is I have a lot of money. I'm pretty fed. I need to check how much the item costs. It's like 14.25. I need to hang around for 100 gold right now. So the name of the game here is to figure out like what's going to give me that 100 gold that I need. I know the Raptors are definitely spawning, but I do have my ult and I do have flash and smite. So I'm going to hang around mid lane and see if there's an opportunity. Tahm Kench has ult. So we have all the conditions needed to go for a kill. I kind of misplayed that, but it worked out. So no harm, no foul. Now what I'm going to do is I have all these camps up. I'm going to insta base. The reason I'm insta basing simply because I have my item. I don't really want to farm and be low health and have a bunch of gold at the same time on the map. Anyway, now it's just kind of deciding where do I want to path towards. I could path in either direction, but I'm going to path towards bot lane. My bot lane has both ults up and pretty supportive ults. I'm still looking top here though. Top looks pretty killable, but my Ahri's out of mana. I don't really want to give up my bot side again. Go top lane, and then maybe Darius won't even be there by the time I get there. So I'm just gonna continue towards the bot lane. I see Jarvan. I see him like disappear over the wall there on the map. So I ping the dragon. Fairly certain that he's doing dragon. I see that his bot lane has priority. So there's not much I can really do about this dragon. Like, I can kind of just watch. They have mid prio. Their mid laner was hitting the dragon with him. Got bot prio. Honestly, maybe it would have been better to path towards top side here, out of base, instead of pathing towards bot. I can get see, okay, vibes bot lane are not it. I'm gonna go straight towards the crab. I have to try to be really certain. I see my Tahm Kench has his ult back. So I definitely want to fight with my Tahm Kench. Yeah, you always want to be certain about things. Like, you never want to overcommit. Like, I wouldn't want to overcommit bot lane there. The vibes were just, you could just tell, like, the enemy team had wards everywhere. They weren't really playing aggressively. I see that Darius got a kill on my top laner, and now he's going for a plate. I'm just going to punish that. Keep it simple. It kind of looks like he has a ward on me. So all I can really do is force him to die. And here's a quick tip, okay? Look at my XP bar. I'm level 8, like 40%. So I'm going to try to make sure that he dies in range. And there we go. I get 40% of level 9 just from being in range of his execution. So even though I didn't get the kill, if someone's dying, try to be near the death and you could actually get some XP. Not so bad. Jarvan's recalling bot side, so I know Jarvan's bot side. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go for the Void Grubs. Now, arguably, I could go also to invade his blue buff and see if his blue or his Gromp is up. But I just decided to go for the boy grubs here. I'm just thinking to myself, what am I going to do after this? Darwin still has 3 seconds on his respawn. Do I have time to steal something? I'm gonna check. We dive this. Nope, my Ari used her charm. So I'm not gonna force the dive if my Ari doesn't have charm. You know, be confident. Even though I pinged the dive, you know, my Ari blew her conditions. Here I see kind of an opportunity. I'm up a level. I have my strong item to go for this invade. And the Rumble was literally sitting there ready. So I'm actually gonna flash out. And Tonkash saves me. So fortunately it didn't go so bad, but I don't know, maybe that was too aggressive. I have a lot of gold now, I'm kinda low. But there's no objective to fight over, so when there's no objective to fight over, I'm just gonna finish my clear. Here I see my Ari's fighting, so I'm like, wait, do I need to help this guy? No, I don't. So I'm probably wasting a little bit of time here, but I go for the counter gank on mid lane. Just ult the person that we can both hit. Pretty important. And I Q ult next guy. Make sure to W one of the tower shots. That's a double kill for me. And again, there are no objectives spawning in a long time, so I don't have to recall. Even though I have 2,000 gold, I don't have to recall yet. I can get this crab. I'm gonna look bot lane, but it's not likely that I'll do anything. And now I can recall. And again, when I'm recalling, I need to decide where I'm gonna path. So I get Brutalizer and Boots, and I'm gonna path bot lane here. And that's because Dragon is spawning 1 minute 20 seconds. Looking to see like, okay, his top side camps respawn. He's there. Now I know where he is. And potentially if I meet him bot lane, I think I'll be able to carry and win the fight. I'm gonna path down. No, my raptors aren't up. All good. Alright. Make sure to look bot lane. It looks kind of cooked for them, but it's all good. Should make sure, like, I decided to pass down towards my bot lane. Now, the thing I need to think about is like, okay, maybe they could try to get Dove. I see Jarvan's going in for the lane gank. I see Rumble here, rotating on his own. I'm gonna go straight on him. I just got my ult back up. Try to W to buffer some damage, and then I'm gonna ult in. Get that kill, ult for the next person, get that kill. Get the triple kill. Maybe able to go for this dive. And I just ended up tanking. I didn't really do much. And there we go. Now I'm just gonna go straight for the dragon. Probably could have taken his raptors first, but oh well. Go straight to the dragon. My team's helping me, so it's okay to do the objective first. And I still think I have time. I'm gonna check if there's anything up here. There is a red buff. Really good for me. I'll try to kill it as quick as possible. It's Hextech map, so they might be able to get here. Boom, I'll go for the raptors too. And hopefully I can get away with this. And then I see they're fighting mid lane, so I just go straight for that. I want you guys to notice, like, even though I don't pan my map around, a lot of times I'm already going towards the play before I see what it is. That's just because I've gotten really good at pattern recognition of like interesting things that could be happening. Like, I'm really interested, like if I look bot there, it's really interesting how far up the enemy team is. That means that they have a far way to go to run if I gank them. So that's why I go straight for this. Looks like they see me. So it's not, you know, nothing really ends up happening, but keep in mind, like, try to pay attention to interesting things on the map. You don't always have to be F-keying to everywhere. If you see something interesting, start walking towards it, and then as you walk towards it, look at what's going on, and decide from there if you want to commit to it or not. Here, the Tom Catch is tanking, so I felt pretty confident, but just barely die. I give my shutdown to the Jarvan. It's not the worst, not the best. But it's a 1 for 3. I mean, we get the tower. Always sucked when you have the 1k shutdown and you're the one that dies. But it's all good. But now I just gotta think, like, as I come out of base, where am I gonna path? Am I gonna path from bot to the Herald? Or am I just gonna go straight to top side to contest the map straight away with my team? I think in this case, it might be better to just go straight top side. And but I think that's what I decided to do. Go straight top side, test the map. Like, if I full clear towards the Herald, it'd kind of be like, spend a lot of time doing that. Time that your team doesn't really have. When you want to full clear is when you're like, really like, the objective hasn't even spawned yet, you want to full clear towards it. And, you know, your team wants to farm some waves, but if your team is already on the map, you want to be on the map and try to, you know, fight the enemy team when they have less people. Get the Herald for free. Kind of just hovering here. If the enemy team wants to fight, I'm down to fight. Not gonna force anything though. I'm like hovering this portal, but nothing happens. So I'll just go to my Raptors. Probably gonna skip my Krugs here, just so that, well, I mean, my team is pushing, so like, you know, as much as I want to farm my bot side, my team is pushing, so I'm gonna be there for them. And works out. I'm feeling pretty strong, so I go for this. And my mid wave is gone, so I don't really know what I'm doing. Not bad. I think I left Tom Catch ult a little too early there. But it's all good. It's okay. Sometimes you're just feeling yourself too much on Naafiri, but it's still a pretty decently value play. But yeah. I mean, next up is Dragon spawning 1 minute. So I'm probably just going to go straight to the bot side camps. And, you know, when I spawn, it'll be like 35 seconds until the, like 40 seconds until Dragon spawns. So I don't have a lot of time. So I'm just going to do my bot side camps. I'm actually going to wait for my item while I watch this chase. Stay as strong as possible. And yeah, we're gonna go straight towards the dragon. Definitely gonna get blue buff. I skip the gromp. My team is going in, so I'm gonna go in with them. The perfect angle for me. Double kill for me. Chase the Jarvan. I'm gonna wait for his EQ and then ult. Did I chase him? Perfect. Another triple kill for me. I'm just gonna do the dragon straight away, and then I'm gonna invade his red buff. Yeah, 12 to a 9 this game. My CS is a little low, but that's just because like my team keeps going in. They keep clicking in, and when you're fed, you kind of want to click in with them. I'd rather make, you know, a fight even or ahead in numbers than make my team like accidentally throw the game because they're going for fights, thinking that they're strong. I'm the one with all the kills. You know, sometimes that happens. Like literally, I don't know. Like, I don't know how you guys feel. Sometimes I get fed and my team just like throws because they're fighting like as if they were me. Here, get out. I don't know. I got minion blocked. I should have flashed out. guess my bleed like maybe tanked the tower. Wasn't really expecting that. That's my bad. So yeah, if you guys are curious about the build, go Volcanic Cycle Sword. You can go the new Omnivamp boots, or you can go Iodian boots. And you go Volcanic Cycle Sword, then you go the ultimate Axiomark. I don't know, I forgot the name of that. Then you go Spear Shojin, and then you can go like, you either go Cyrilda's or Edge of Night. Can go Death Stance as well. I kind of just prefer, unless they have a ton of armor, I just prefer Edge of Night 4th. Because when you ult, you kind of stand still, and then you just dash at them, and there's not much else to it. And into some team comps, it can be kind of annoying. You might just die before you're able to W after your ult. So I like to go Edge of Night. It just makes it that much more annoying for the enemy team to deal with you. Here, kind of just waiting patiently, like my team is coming, so I'm still out. And when he dissects me, I'm gonna kill him. The trap interrupts my ult. I honestly didn't know about that. Here, I see the Jarvan, so I bait a DQ, but he still manages to kill me. Yeah, unfortunate, but I do think they lost the game for that. 5 for 1. Hey, that's a good death. Not gonna lie. But yeah, I believe the game should be over here. Hope you guys learned something. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. I know like 90% of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. If you subscribe, it would be awesome. I'm gonna make more videos like this with the thought process completely explained the entire game through, and hopefully we all hit Challenger. And yeah, go to Korea next month, so that'll be exciting too. Thanks for watching.